Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, class. This is another episode of your online class, mathematics. Today, we want to look at volume and capacity. Volume and capacity. What do you understand by volume? What do you understand by capacity? What are the difference between them, their units, and examples under them? Now, let's start. According to what we have here, volume is the measure of space enclosed in the wall of a container. If you say, before you can say a particular thing is a volume, or before you can say this is a volume, it is the measure, the measurement in which a particular space enclosed in the wall of a container. Unlike capacity, which is, or a capacity of a container is the measure of space occupied by 1 kg of water at standard temperature and pressure. Now look at the differences. The volume says the measure of space, while capacity is also a measure of space, but in which it's the measure of space of a container. Capacity is the measure of space of a container, but in a volume is the measure of space enclosed in the wall of a container. But the measure of that container is what we call capacity. And also, the basic unit of volume is cube meter. Remember, in our previous classes, we've done volume of a cube, volume of cubeboard, volume of prism. And I told you the unit of volume is cubic meter, m raised to power 3. But at times you can have it in centimeter cube. But note that raised to power 3 is very, very important for you to differentiate it between area, which is raised to power 2, which is square. Now, the basic unit of volume is cubic meter, while the basic unit of a capacity is liter. The basic unit of a capacity is liter, but the basic unit of a volume is meter cube. Now, we can convert a particular number from volume to capacity. I mean, a number from meter cube to liter cube. Also from liter to meter cube. How do we do that? This is the expression. Note, 1 meter cube will give us 1,000 liters. Just 1 meter. Remember, this is volume. This is volume. It will give us 1,000 liters. And this liters is the capacity. Telling us that if you have one volume of a particular space, it means it has 1,000. It can contain 1,000 liters of water or any other liquid. But if you want to reverse it, assuming you are given in liter and you want to convert to meter cube, that means you have to divide by 1,000. You have to divide by 1,000 to convert liter to meter cube. I repeat, assuming you are given something in meter cube, I mean the volume, and you are asked to convert it to liter, that means you have to multiply such number by 1,000 to give you in liters, which is the capacity. And if you are given in liter, a particular value in liter, and you want to convert to meter cube, then you have to divide such value by 1,000 for you to get it in meter cube. Now, I have two examples here. In which we can use. We are asked to convert from liter to meter. And also the other one in which you have to convert from, we are also given in meter, we are told to convert to liter. Now let's start. The first question says the capacity of a tank is 60 liters, which means that particular tank, this 60 liters means The many of the that this particular tank can occupy is 60 liter, and we are asked to find the volume of this tank in meter cube. Now let's start. We are given capacity to be 60 liters. We are given capacity to be 60 liters. And we have to find the volume in which the volume of liquid in which the particular tank can occupy. The volume. That's what we are looking for. Now, if you go back to what I gave you here, I told you what I gave you here. I told you if you want to convert from meter cube to liter, then you multiply by 1000. And you want to convert from liter to meter, you divide by 1000. But here we are given liter. We want to convert to meter cube. Therefore, we have to divide by 1000. Therefore, to convert 60 liters to meter cube, then you divide 60 by 1000 to give you a meter cube. And if you divide 60 by 1000, you are going to get 0.06 meter cube. Don't forget our units have to change. The question gave us in liters, and we have to change to meter cube. And for us to do that, we have to divide by 1000 according to the rule given to us in the notes. We have to divide by 1000. But assuming this is what is given to us, 0.06 meter cube, I want to take it back to liter. Then we have to multiply 0.06 by 1000 to convert this meter cube back to liter. I hope it's clear to you. Now, the other example. Let's go to the second example. The second example says we should find the capacity of a tank whose size are 5 meter by 4 meter and 6 meter in liters, which are 5 meter. Example 2. Example 2. We are given 5 meter by 4 meter by 6 meter. This means our length should be 5 meter. We are given length, breadth, and height. But look at question 1 and question 2. In question 1, we are asked to find meters, Abi. But in question 2, they did not give us the actual value of the volume. If you look at the question very well, we are not given the actual value of the volume. So the first thing we have to do is that we have to look for our volume first. We have to look for our volume. After looking for our volume, then we convert to liters. But we have been given the appropriate apparatus to do that, which are the length, the breadth, and the height. Remember the formula for finding volume of a cube and cuboid: length times breadth times height. Now let's continue. We are given our length to be 5 meter, our breadth to be 4 meter, and our height to be 6 meter. Now our volume, the formula for finding volume, which is length times breadth times height. Then we have 5 times 4 times 6. Don't forget, let me include my meters. Meter, 4 meter, and 6 meter. I hope you are following me. Now, if you multiply these three values together, 5 meter times 4 meter times 6 meter, will give us 120 meter cube. 1, 2, 3. You can see we have 3 m there. 1, 2, 3 meter cube. Therefore, this is our volume. This is our volume. You've gotten our volume. Now, we have to convert to liters according to the question. The question says we should find our answer should be in liter. We should find the capacity, which means our answer will be in liter. Now, remember what I told you in the notes, that if you want to convert from meter cube to liter, then you multiply by 1000. And if you want to convert from liter to meter, then you divide by 1000. In this case, we want to convert from meter to liters, then we have to divide by 1000. Then the capacity will be 120 meter cube. That is 120 multiplied by 1000, all in liters. Our final answer will now be 120,000 liters. As simple as that. It's very, very easy. The only thing you have to do just to apply the normal protocol, which says 1 meter is equal to 1000 liters, and 1000 liters is equal to 1/1000 meter cube. So if you want to convert from meter cube to liters, you multiply by 1000. And if you want to convert from liter to meter cube, you divide by 1000. Last week I gave you 2 tables, remember? And I told you from these 2 tables, we have done the first correction yesterday. And today I want to do the correction to the second table, which is under this particular topic. In the table, we have 3 columns. You are given some values in which you are asked to convert to volume and capacity. You have to convert from meter cube, and the other column to convert to liter. So let's do that one after the other. As I was saying, I told you want to do the correction to the assignment I gave you last week, the second table. So I want to do the correction for you now. But before I do that, I want to explain something to you. For that table, I want to explain something. If you notice the table, we have some that say we have milli, kilo, something, centi, something. Now I want to explain this milli and this centi for you. If you say milli, you represent it with small letter n. It means 1000. And if you say centi, it means 100. Now, how do we convert this thing? How do we do this conversion from one unit to another? 1000 milliliter. 1000 milliliter will give us 1 liter. 1000 milliliter will give us 1 liter. 100 centiliter will give us 1 liter. 100 centiliter will give us 1 liter. Now I want to do it vice versa. What if I have since I have 1000 milliliter to be 1 liter? What if I have 1 milliliter? If I have 1 milliliter, I will have to divide this 1000 by 1. Therefore, that will be 1/1000 liter. That is 1 milliliter is equal to 1/1000 liter. What also if I have 1 centiliter? If I have 1 centiliter, therefore, that will be 1/100 liter, just like what we have here. So you just interchange. So now that is for milliliter, that is for liter. Now I want to go to meter. If you have 1000 millimeter, 1000 millimeter, 1000 millimeter is equal to 1 meter. 1000 millimeter is equal to 1 meter. 100 centimeter, just like what we have here, 100 centimeter will give us 1 meter. 100 centimeter will give us 1 meter. Now, I now want to, since we have 1000 millimeter to give us 1 meter, what if we have 1 millimeter? How many millimeter will it give us meter? If we have 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter will give us 1/1000 meter. 1 millimeter will give us 1/1000 meter. Now, if we also have 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter will give us 1/100 meter. 1 centimeter will give us 1/100 meter. This one represents our capacity, right? Now, remember our volume is meter cube. Our volume is meter cube and meter cube. And how do we get this meter cube? It is meter times meter times meter. You multiply meter 3 times. That's how we get our meter cube. Now, from this thing, I don't want to get my meter cube here for each. The first one I wrote 1000 millimeter. That means I have to multiply this 1000 3 times to get millimeter cube. For me to get millimeter cube, I have to multiply that 1000 3 times. That is 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is 1 million millimeter cube. And it will give me 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube. Also for centimeter cube, my 100, I'm going to multiply it twice. 100, I'm going to multiply it 3 times. 100 multiplied by in 3 times. In centimeter cube, we give me 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube. Now, what if I now have 1 millimeter cube? 1 millimeter cube. It will give me 1/1000,000,000 meter cube. Are you getting me? And what if I have 1 centimeter cube? It will give me 1/1000,000 meter cube. Look at this conversion very well. With this conversion, it is now easy for us to now go to the table one after the other and solve this question and solve the question under it one after the other. Now let's start. Now I want to solve the question one after the other. I want to solve the question one after the other. The first question there. The first question, we have 1 milliliter. 1 milliliter. Mind you, the one I rubbed now, I told you 1 milliliter is what? 1/1000 liter. 1/1000 liter. In the table, remember we have 2 columns. Then you are going to put answer in 2 columns, the volume and the capacity. So this is our capacity. There's our capacity. Now for the volume, remember we have to get our volume. For volume, to get our volume, that will be 1 liter. 1 liter, which is, 1/1000 liter rather. We want to convert this 1/1000 liter, which is same thing as 0.001 meter. We want to convert it to meter cube. And for us to convert, remember the one we did initially, or when I explained from volume to capacity, from meter cube to capacity to you. So for us to convert this to meter cube, then we have to divide by 1000. That will be 0.001 over 1000 in meter cube. Meter cube. Now what will be our final answer? Our final answer will now be 0.12345 meter cube. How do I get that? If you convert it to standard form, This one will be 0.01 over 1000 meter cube. We have 3 zeros here. If 3 zeros comes up and add it to these 2, it will become 5 zeros. After this 5 zeros, you now repeat your 1. That is for the first question. Question 1. Now let's look at question 2. This is your question 1 and this is our question 2. Let's look at question 2. Question 2 says we should convert 1000 cm cube, 1000 centimeter cube. We want to convert 1000 centimeter cube to meter cube and liter. The first one, let's first of all convert it to meter cube. The one I wrote just now, I told you that 100,000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 meter cube. Now, how do we get 1000 centimeter cube? Therefore, 1000 centimeter cube will now be 1000 over 100,000 meter cube. And what do we get as our final answer? Our final answer is 0.01 meter cube. 0.01 meter cube. That is for the volume. Now, for us to get the capacity is remember 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 meter. Now 0.001 meter cube will now be 0.001 multiplied by 1000. So we multiply that 0.01 by 1000. When you multiply it by 1000, you are going to get 1 liter. 1 liter. Therefore, that for question number 2. Now let's go to the third question. Question 3. Let's go to the third question. Question 3. That question 3, that one is very straightforward, but it's a fraction anyway. But don't be scared. They say we are given 1 over question 3. Question 3. We are given 1 over 2 meter cube. 1 over 2 meter cube. And mind you, 1 over 2 is the same thing as 0.5. Do you know that? Same thing as 0.5. Now 0.5 meter cube. That is our volume. And for the capacity, for us to get the capacity, recall 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Therefore, 0.05 meter cube, 0.5 meter cube will now be 0.5 multiplied by 1000. And when you multiply that, we are going to get 500 liter. 500 liter. Now let's go to the fourth question. The first question says 1.5 liter. And given 1.5 liter, we don't need to look for capacity again. It has been in liter. And that's the capacity. We just have to convert to meter cube. And remember, 1 liter is equal to 1 over 1000 meter cube. Therefore, for us to get our 1.5 liter to meter cube, that will be 1.5 multiplied by 1 over 1000. And if you press that on your calculator, you get 0.0015 meter cube. 0.0015 meter cube. I hope you are getting it. Now let's go to the final one. Let me rub this side so you can see very well. I want to go to the final question. And the final question is in centimeter cube. And we have to convert it to meter cube and liter. That is 100,000. Question 5. Question 5. 100,000 centimeter cube. Well, first of all, we have to convert it to meter cube, Abby. And if you convert it to meter cube, that is its own volume. And recall how 100,000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 meter cube. Now, how many of these are we going to get? That will be 100,000 centimeter cube. That will be 100,000 over 100,000 meter cube. As we cancel, if we have 5 zeros here, we have 6 zeros here. We make just 1 0. That's 1 over 10. That is 1 over 10. And 1 over 10 is 0.1 meter cube. That is for its volume. Now, for us to convert it to liter, we want to convert it to liter. Recall, 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liter. 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liter. Therefore, 0.1 meter cube will be 0.1 multiplied by 1,000 liter. And what do you have there? We have 100 liter. And that is all on your assignment. So make sure, those of you that you got it wrong, make sure you do your correction. Make sure you get it. Take your time to study it very well. You can also go to your textbook and look for more examples on this conversion. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.